You're not seeing things, my face is messed up, but you're going to have to wait till the end to find out what happened. All of my clients making offers on properties over the last 6 days have been in multiple offer situations. Meanwhile, the headlines say that price growth has slowed to its lowest level since the summer of 2023. How can there be such a big disparity between the news reports and what I'm actually seeing as boots on the ground? Well, there are actually multiple reasons. So let's dive in. It could be coincidence, it's definitely anecdotal, but I want to talk about the fact that for the past few months, my clients have been negotiating the shit out of this market. We have been getting seller concessions that make my heart soar and using them to cover closing costs or subsidize mortgage payments, making homeownership more affordable in this expensive market. Last weekend, I was ready to use my usual tactics and I got stopped dead in my tracks. Now, this is typical for my market. I'm in Reno where we have a highly reactive housing market. Any trend you see happening on a national scale, you're going to see it bigger here, like almost under a magnifying glass, faster and bigger. I've learned because of this to never get comfortable and to stay nimble as a ninja. Not one, not half, but every single one of my clients who've made an offer over the weekend and into this week have faced competition from another interested buyer on the same house. Is it a localized bubble? As mentioned, the national trend does not suggest a shift to more of a seller's market. While we have seen lower interest rates boost mortgage applications, which speaks to my point, we've also seen price cuts and increased days on market. Here's what I think is going on. Mortgage rates are definitely boosting activity, that's for sure, for the buyers out there who do still qualify to buy. However, I think sellers and listing agents are getting more strategic. It took a few months, but almost everyone seems to have sharpened up to the characteristics of today's market. So listings that check the boxes, meaning they're in good condition, with strong marketing and intelligent pricing, are attracting multiple offers even in a market that is softer on a broad level. Meanwhile, listings where the seller wanted to test the market, they're still on the market, testing it. Is it a timing thing? Rumor has it that this week, specifically this week, was the single best week of all of 2025 to buy a home, according to Realtor.com. Based on cooler interest rates plus inventory growing while price increases slowed, it did present a rare but powerful buyer window. Maybe everyone read that article and jumped in head first, which ended up making it actually not the best week to buy a home, but the best week to end up in a bidding war. Either way, nuance is key. For those of you who are active in the market right now, it's important to note this trend. It's important to note every trend. As a seller, this reaffirms that your strategy needs to be dialed in and that with the right strategy, you could net more in proceeds by pricing your home competitively. As a buyer, do not assume that because you are looking at numbers based on a $25,000 seller concession that you're going to get it. I also want to be clear that you shouldn't assume that because you lost the home you were interested last week in a bidding war, that you have to come in tomorrow and make a full price offer. That's not my advice at all. There's nuance to this whole game. Every home is its own market, and we need to run the numbers every single time. I'm going to give away my magic here, but the mindset strategy that helps my buyers win is to treat every home as if it could be competitive, but expect to negotiate. What does that mean? Play to win, guys. Come in with a fully underwritten loan that know your max limits, know how far you can stretch to and where you have to stop, and be able to close quickly with clean terms. Always, always, always. But also know what you want from the deal. Do you want help with your monthly payment? Do you want to be contingent? Or do you want the lowest price? Be clear on your ideals, not because that's going to guarantee that you're going to get them, but because you definitely won't get what you don't know that you want. Oh, and the government is still shut down. It's not ideal, guys. Properties in flood zones are not closing. Key housing market and economic data releases are not happening. And so far, this has contributed to slightly better interest rates, which we'll take, but U.S. Treasury yields are down. And that's a signal that investors have concerns about growth and about inflation. So, stay tuned.